Okay, welcome guys to the premiere Imola stream for PRL Performance Racing League. We are, as I said, in the best tier called the Premier tier, and this is the first race of this Sunday afternoon. We have actually a full grid today, so hoping for some great racing. And in the booth I have Rally.
Yeah, hi. So yeah, it's going to be a very exciting race, I believe, here.
Yeah.
As you said, a lot of drivers on this very narrow track, I'd say. It's still a lot of racing to be held.
And there's a lot of chicanes here too.
Oh yeah, definitely. Although they're very tricky, as I've seen from the train. Oh yeah.
The curbs just insta. Oh, it's raining! Oh.
Oh god.
Well. I remember Cass telling me that it's pretty likely to rain in this race, and I guess he predicted pretty good. So.
Yeah, let's just see from our inside information what the weather will be for the race also.
Yeah. Thunderstorm.
Oh.
Crack here. Well, that will probably mix up the grid a bit, and we got a AlphaTauri on the way.
Yeah, so that's Frosty.
Yeah, and he is a tier 1 driver.
Yeah, and there will also be rain for the race.
Oh baby.
Yeah, that's going to be very exciting.
This is looking very exciting today.
Yeah, so stay safe and watch out for the lightning here, as Bronco says. But so yeah, we head out here with Frost here, so you're very cautious around the track right here for its outlap.
Yeah, it's full wets as well.
Yeah, we would want to see some real benchmarks here from the Premier guys, because that's often what we would like to see see if tier 1 or tier 2 can match those. Anyway,
in Monster we had a wet race as well in tier 2, no?
yes, it was.
And there you did pretty well. Was it P1, P2?
Yeah, I won after Mr. X unfortunately had an incident, but he should have won that race. He was the fastest guy on track, I'd say.
Yeah, but that means that we got a AlphaTauri boys probably trying to do the same.
Yeah, but here then we are following Frosty, who is we will tell the coordinates. So here on the straight we have a very slight right kink, which will come up in about now, and that's Variety Basta. And here it should be a DRS straight, but it's currently not now. And then we have Variety Tamburello, which is a chicane with a right and left. And then we have this very weird left kink. Then we have corner 5 and 6, and that's a Variety Villeneuve, which is also quite tricky. And then the closest thing that we have to a hair point here, which is turn 7. Tosa S Frosty has a bit of a spin out there, unfortunately for him.
Continue with Jerry.
Yeah, okay, so now then, we have Jer with Verity Tosa. It is quite slippery, but Jerry gets it done. Then that's turn 8, and then it's turn 9, which is Piratella. Easy to get your lap this invalidated here. And then turn 11, 12, and 13, Acqua Minerale, which is basically Italian for mineral water. Then had this very hard chicane, a very tight one, Variety Alta. And then to finish off, we have two left corners, and those are turn 17 and 18. being called Rivazza.
Ah, both of them.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
well.
then that's lap done by Jer putting in a...
Oh, it
Oh
wasn't
wait.
a lap.
Oh,
Never
we got
mind.
it
It
invalidated.
was no lap. Wow. We can just stay on Jer as well, I think.
Yeah. Oh no, he
Oh,
spins.
oh, oh.
That's it. It's
That's
slight wing damage. No, it doesn't look like he lost anything.
what? Is that not front wing damage?
Well,
That's
it's probably, but not from the broadcast at least.
yeah, and we got I think 3 representatives from Tier 1 today. We got Oscar in the AlphaTauri, and we got Frosty also in the AlphaTauri, and then we got Cher, which is he's in the Ferrari, sitting in P4 at the moment. It's a
Yes.
7.6.
Yeah. So currently Steinman has the quality benchmark with a 126.5. It'll probably get lower though, seeing as the dry line will form up eventually here.
Yeah, we know the track improves quite a bit during the qualifying, so the best time will probably come
Yeah,
later in
and they're
the session.
both. Yeah, sorry, and they're both opposite a 126.2,
Yeah,
showing uh, our hypothesis.
yeah, and oh, Oscar standing a decent time representing the Tier 1 boys.
Yes,
Will
truly shown.
probably get promoted after this season as he's unhumanly fast for our tier.
Yeah, I can only remember his Monaco performance. I think he
Yeah,
lapped the whole grid, right?
yeah, I did. Some
Yeah,
cars even got lapped like 3 times. So he
yeah,
is quick, no doubt about it.
yeah, definitely.
And Adrian now with the fastest lap with a 125.9. Do you
Yeah,
know what is good on around this track and wet?
I actually have no clue. I think that when I did some trial time, I think I put in a 126, but probably not. But of course, that was on trial time, so it's not the same as here.
Yeah, but I think the time will improve quite a bit.
Yeah,
So
and that's you say that
Oh,
there's two new improvements by Matty Player and Bo Snow.
I was now half a second ahead of my player in P2, so the track is definitely improving.
Yes.
Bo is currently sitting in P10, I think, so that's probably a sign that either he's very good at the rain at this track, or the track is improving. But it looks like he's setting a pretty decent time.
Yeah, it's definitely a good time for now.
Yeah. And Bass have run 2 laps on those wets and have not set the time yet.
Yeah, in the wet, it's really odd because sometimes your used tires might even be faster, or at least you get a feel for the car.
Yeah.
So it's quite normal to overfuel.
Yeah. I think he is on a hot lap. Looks like it. Coming
Yep,
into the last turn here.
it's a very tricky corner, but he gets it done stable enough. What's the time?
Oh, for Bass.
A
That's a good time.
Yes, a 125 blank. It's a very good time.
Yeah. And still have 4 cars not sitting in lap. Wreck. Also on a hot lap at the moment, not setting in time in that Red Bull. Let's see what he can do this lap into the chicane.
Oh, and
As
Adri.
Adri sets the fast lap, yeah. Oh, Greco's a little bit wide. Is it invalid? It's not. He keeps on going.
Let's see then here. Last corner.
Looks
Stable.
pretty good to me.
Yeah.
P8.
It's
That
good
is.
benchmark time.
Yeah, I think all these times are going to be in the last minutes of this qualifying. So
Yeah.
it's still open for the pole.
Yeah, definitely. But I doubt we'll see any intermediate running here for these last 8 minutes though. Unfortunately.
Yeah, it looks pretty wet. And who else is on the hot lap? Jer, 1 second behind. Bass, too much behind. Adri, let's see, can we find any hot lap
I
runners?
think I think that Kellerop's on a hot lap, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, he hasn't run any laps yet. Yeah, he is on a hot lap.
And if he does this lap correctly, we'll have the full grid having done each one hot lap. They're going very slow, but being stable.
Yeah.
But that's a purple middle sector. So it's looking good for the Alpine driver.
Yeah, and to be fair, the Alpine car looks pretty damn nice with those wet tires on. Kinda
Yeah,
suits the car.
yeah. It's either that or the softs.
Yeah. And
What's the time? And Keller puts in
it,
a 126.2, putting me in 11th.
it's a good time, but I'm sure he's going to do better.
Yeah, and that's then right below his teammate Dasked 2, who is in 10th place and who is just now going out on an outlap.
Yeah. And so it looks like the guys that are further down the standings are doing a pretty good job on taking advantage of this rain. Where
And
the
there
top guys might be struggling.
we're currently having the top four guys doing a representatively in the top four of this quality with JR, Adrian, Bass, and Steinman.
Yeah.
So these four guys are showing different class at the moment, I'd say.
Yeah, and Matty Player, Boas, and T-Mike are 10th, 11th, and 13th in the standings and are currently P7, P6, and P5 in this
Yeah.
qualifying season. So they're
So
doing it
they're
pretty good.
working the way up.
Yeah. Um, Gallerup has invalidated. I think Sir Capilot is on the lap. Williams in sector 2 at the moment. Looks to be struggling a bit in that top right-hander.
Just one thing that we said about the tires being used. Jair, his best lap was put in with 6 lap old tires. He's still
Oh yeah,
running them as he
that
now goes in.
is. You gotta have to put a lot of fuel in that
Yeah,
car to do 6 laps. But I guess when it's rain, you kind of do more laps than you would have if you were on softs because the tires don't wear that much.
yeah. Now that it looks like almost everyone except for the top four is actually on on track currently doing their hot laps, trying to fit in 1 or 2 now before the end of this session.
Yeah. And I think Calcis is the next one coming across the line. and he improves by 7 tenths.
Yeah, it's a good lap. Puts me in 10th.
Yeah, I think he's going for another one.
Yeah, he does have enough ERS for it.
Yeah. Oh,
Oh, and
that's a big snap.
yeah, and there he calms the car down and saying, yeah, that's lap over.
I think he'll probably cool down the car and go for another lap. Don't think it's time to go in the garage.
Yeah, he
And,
does not have enough time for it.
yeah, I think all the guys will come out and try one more lap, or maybe two, on the wets
Yeah.
before the time runs up.
Doug Trio in the Ferrari is currently on an improvement of 3 tenths. Now going into the third sector. So we'll follow him here.
Chicane there.
Yeah, look good though.
Yeah,
He's still valid. Into the first corner of Rabatza, a bit shaky, but still looks very stable. Yes, almost touches the gravel, but that's what you want to do. And puts it in 5th.
P5.
Yeah, 67.
Just edges below us. Some hundreds.
Yeah, 67 hundredths of a second in improvement. That's not bad. That's not bad at all.
That's a decent starting position.
Yeah, definitely for the Ferrari.
I am a bit worried at the start because the start is going to the right, so people may lose traction if they are accelerating and turning at the same time.
Yeah, especially in on the first lap, because what I found out when practicing against AI is that it's very easy to manipulate drivers, because if you just have them take the outside of the first corner, they will have a very rough time with the left-hander, which is the king, seeing as it's tightens up.
Yeah, the car loses downforce in the wet, so that makes sense. And the car could easily snap in that corner as well.
Yeah. Weird TV, 2.4 tenths down. What's the improvement? Huh. I must have made a mistake there.
It's... Maybe we should hop on with Oscar here. See if he can improve. As we are both AlphaTauri boys, so we can at least...
Yeah, AlphaTauri is currently looking to have a rough day. So they'll hope for improvement.
Oh, it's a bit on the grass there.
Yeah. Then the second chicane. What's the delta? It's 1 tenth up. We need to go down, not up. But anyway, then, what can he do? Gets on the curve, and that's an invalidation.
Yeah. Okay, let's watch the line. It's a Alfa Romeo coming across.
Yeah,
he's into the pits.
No, but Bronco though is currently looking good.
Yeah, Bronco. Oh, P16, and then we have a Aston Martin, and then a Ferrari, and a Williams, I think.
We're currently looking at Steinlein, who does a slight improvement, half a tenth. Fruitful is looking good. He can take 4th or even 3rd here if he nails
we got
these two.
just ahead of him as well.
Yeah.
Days P9, Fruitful. Days P5.
He lost about 2 tenths in the last corners there, unfortunately for him. But still, fifth position, that's not bad.
Yeah, and we got Jesse is behind of his on his time.
It's quali over.
Yeah,
Map
that's
life
the end
invalidate,
of the
and
quality.
Jesse will have to a heck of a job to earn 5 seconds on a straight. Well, okay, so that's quali over, as the game informs by removing the UI.
Yeah.
Oh well then, so it's pole for AG, the Red Bull German driver representing the old Sebastian Vettel. I'd take it. And
Yeah.
124.5. It's a good time. We're just going to check the race director here. So it looks like everybody had used the same set of tires for the entire race. Or no, sorry, for the entire qualifying. That's quite odd.
Yeah. They're using the same set?
Yeah, it looks like it. Yeah. No one used more than 2 tires.
Yeah, that is a bit odd.
Well then, we're heading into a black screen to then hopefully get to a grid of another yet even more rainy Imola.
Yeah. And I think we're looking at a 0 stop today, actually.
Oh,
I
okay.
think the tires will last the whole race because it is wet tires, and
Yeah.
I don't think the tires wear that much.
Yeah, it's a track where you're, well, seeing as most of these corners are done with mechanical grip instead of the aerial grip, your tires are often not very warm. So yeah, the tires will probably stay for the entire race.
Yeah, and we got some intel that it may dry up in the end stages of the rain, so maybe it will go on to the inters halfway through or something.
That'd be very interesting. Almost what happened in the Tier 2 of Monza, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I think the crossover was at the very end of the race, 5 laps or so before the end.
Uh, yeah, it was about lap 18 of 27, so not entirely wrong about that.
Yeah,
Okay, we're still waiting for the players. Of course, the 2-minute mark.
yeah, it's important to keep that mark, or else you get pretty heavily penalized. So
Yeah, in Tier 2,
remind
I know that.
everyone to not press the X button, and we'll be fine.
Yeah, exactly.
And the pit lane looks at least pretty wet, so I think we'll have a pretty wet race. And,
Yeah, and there, in 23 seconds, we'll start with the formation lap, or even if it isn't even it's a formation lap. I'm not sure.
yeah.
3, 2, 1, 0. And now we should hopefully see the cars. Yes, and it is a formation lap.
Yeah, and the strategy says it is a 0 stop. So unless it dries up, it will be no stopping, just racing.
Okay. Yes, I get the same screen now.
Yeah, so got 2 Alpha Atari boys at the very end of the grid.
Yeah, and then two Haas boys.
Yeah. They belong at the back of the grid, you know?
Okay, yeah, okay, that's quite harsh. But yeah, then we have also the Alpine drivers also being grouped up, and then the Williams drivers of Sir Catlot and Kelsey's being the best of these teams to have that kind of thing. But I'd still say that the best qualifying session that has got to go for the McLaren boys being in second and fifth.
Yeah, I think those two teams are doing pretty well at the start of this session. I think McLaren is leading the constructors, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, it sounds about right. I think that the combined is the Aston Martin. Yes, McLaren is leading with 867 points. That's 37 points above Aston Martin in second. So, and then Mercedes is right below it. Then
Williams is about to overtake Red Bull in the standings.
Oh,
if they keep this up, I think they will.
Adri's locked in, Jerry's locked in, Stein and Bass locked in, Ifer's locked in, Cavlot, on and on and on and on and on. The guys are locking in. Only with the AlphaTauri drives left, straggling along.
Yeah, so if you keep your eye on the front of the grid, I will look at the back of the grid to see if there's some action.
3, 4, 5. And his pilot's out for the Imola Grand Prix.
Oh, we got a Bass is slow off the line. Drive-through penalty for Bass. Oh man.
Joe gets an absolute blistering start using ERS in the wet like a madman. Let's see, can all the drivers get through this left kink on the first lap? It looks like it.
Yeah, got some side action pretty much everywhere. So, and we got Oscar trying around the outside of Cher keeping it up.
Oh, Oscar
trying again there. And he does make the move.
Yes.
Into his left-hander. Calcis has passed Caplot. So they have just switched positions.
Yes.
And, he'll try to hold on to the top 4.
Yeah.
To the end.
Yeah, I love the new cameras which they have bring to Imola.
Yeah, the cameras are so much better than some other tracks.
Yeah. It looks like the top 4 is staying quite stable around the half-second mark.
Yeah.
Let's see then, does anyone get a peculiarly good run here? Oscar gets a good run out of Rivazza. Can he get Bronco using ERS on the outside? J and T Mike has pitted.
Yeah. Oh, I think T Mike has got some damage.
Yeah, should be the same with Bass, seeing as he had a good qualifying position.
Yeah. And as we is the closest on the grid, it's Oscar. And
yeah. Now then, on the inside of Kane, not really feeling it.
Yeah, and Jesse's right behind him. Oscar going on the outside of this left-hander.
Yes.
And he's passed.
I don't know if my connection just died or...
What happened?
No, never mind. I think my connection is good.
Yeah, your stream is still up, so I think
yep.
we're good.
So Oscar just got ahead of Bronco then.
Yeah, and Oscar's had a pretty good start to the race, up 6 positions, I think.
Yeah, had a pretty poor qualifying, so he's trying to make up that, pushing quite constantly here on these back markers.
Yeah, and he's sizing up his next victim here.
Yeah, the
Being
Alfa Romeo.
Boas.
Yeah.
It's right on the gearbox of the Alfa Romeo.
Yeah.
As Capelot is past Cassis, and Cassis is fallen a bit back from his fellow Williams here.
Yeah, Kelsey's dropping back quite a lot. I wonder if Sir Catlett got the position for free there.
Yeah, maybe there was a bit of contact, or
And this Steinman gets the first
accident.
penalty for this race if we discount the drive-through from Basti J, I think it was. Or Press.
Yeah. And I think Steinman is not the last person to get the penalty today.
Yeah, definitely not. Then
It's quite easy track to get penalty on.
Oscar has more ERS than both here, so he'll probably try to size up the move
Yeah, he's closing.
quite fast. Not alongside.
Probably a smart move.
But look, oh here though, he gets a way better exit.
Yeah.
Doesn't use it though. He's currently
Pretty risky to go for the move in these chicanes.
yeah, he's currently only making Bolson use up his ERS to then here in Tosa make the move work. Great overtake.
Pretty good overtake, yeah. Oscar is steaming through the field at the moment.
Yeah.
A P13. Making me a bit scared for the Tier 1 race if it rains, if he keeps up this pace.
Oh yeah. But it will only be good for you though.
Because I'm his teammate, so it's good points for the team anyway.
Yeah. Oh, there, Meta player goes wide.
Yeah, Meta player having a bit of a moment there.
Yeah, and here we see that Basta J has lost the most with 50 places, and Oscar has earned the most places, that being 6 places.
Yeah. So we got some early winners and losers this moment, and the AlphaTauri, both of them are the winners at this moment in time.
Yeah, it is the AlphaTauri's home Grand Prix.
Yeah, it is.
Ferrari has Monza, and the AlphaTauri has Imola.
Yeah. Oh, we're going a bit wide there. Oscar now closing in. Looks to be the closest on the track at the moment, and it's beginning to form a gap between the two Williamses. Capelot keeping pace with the top 4, and Cassis maybe struggling a bit. Keep the pace.
Yeah, it's tough competition. We can't blame him.
Yeah. I think we should stay on board with Oscar here, as he is the closest to anyone.
Yeah, 3.5 tenths. He always seems to have more ERS than his competition.
Yeah. And Brit has 50% and Oscar has 80%.
Yeah, but we got a good exit there. Oscar will not make the move out in this corner here.
Yeah, he is using a lot of heroes on the straight to try and come close enough.
Yeah.
Not quite this time.
There, Jesse gets move around Frosty. We missed it, but it's a good move. I bet.
Yeah, I think every move in this Grand Prix in the rain is a good move.
And while
So,
we watched that, Oscar's now then overtaken Weird in Tosa, probably the same way they did both.
yeah.
So
Oscar's now done both, and the Alfa Romeo's now trying to catch up to the Aston Martin in
yeah,
P11.
so it's smart driving.
Yeah,
The
smart
Alpha
and
sector.
aggressive driving from Oscar.
Definitely. And then Greg and Metaplayer, they like to go wide at that corner.
Yeah. We will maybe monitor that and see if they do it too much. That may be reported later.
Yeah, but seeing as they lose time on it, and as the game is not reporting them, I don't think that it's anything really. It's only so that they don't spin or get penalties. So I don't know. But now is only me, or did the track just get a lot more dark?
Yeah, it looks like it's raining more than it did before. And days with a 3-second.
Yeah, they just
Yeah, it looks
coming
pretty
in
heavy
now.
at the moment. The rain,
Yeah.
weather in general.
Looking back at the front, Adri is still in the 1 second gap of Jair, trying to push him, I believe. As there is
Yeah.
a bit of a bad exit out of Aqua Minerale.
Yeah, and Calcis and oh, Dace is spun.
That's Aqua Minerale.
Yeah.
It's a tough corner when it gets too trigger happy on the throttle. You can easily spin to the right side, which I guess that Dace just did there. Unfortunate for the Alpine driver.
Yeah. It is a pretty easy corner to get caught out, as you said.
Yeah, especially in the
with
wet.
those yellow sausages.
Yeah.
And who is the closest?
It's Calrob on Grack.
Yeah. So Calrob and doing pretty well in the standings. I think he is P6 maybe, P7, something like that.
Yeah,
And,
guess so.
trying to make up some positions.
Currently though, Das is hunting down Shershad in the Ferrari.
Yeah.
Into Tosa.
And the Capelot is actually pretty close to Iron Mine at this moment.
Oh, and that's where TV retiring.
Oh, and that's a safety car.
Yes, it is.
Well, that brings Base and T-Mike back into this race. That's good for them.
Yeah.
Now, I don't think we will see any pit stops, because I don't see the point of making a pit stop.
I'd see T-Mike and Bass do them, but no one else.
Yeah. T-Mike is pretty far behind. I think he has spun.
Yeah, he might have to stick it out on these tires just to get in the train.
Yeah. He is at the risk of being lapped if he goes into the pits.
Oh, and just there with the huge gamble, the intermediates.
Oh, he's going on the inters.
This is going to be.
I think Frosty is going on the inters. No, Frosty is going on the pits.
Yeah.
So we will be monitoring Jesse's progress on those intermediates and see if they are faster.
But the thing is, this might be one of the best moves in this entire race, seeing as this safety car might be here for a while with Team Mike lagging behind. So perhaps in 3 laps, he'll be intermediate and then he'll be in P1.
Yeah, and he doesn't have that much to lose either because he is not at the front or middle of the field. He is at the back, so
Yeah,
it's a fair
exactly.
gamble, you say.
Yeah.
So we will be checking on him to see if the intermediates get any quicker than the wets. So Bass will probably go pretty quickly through the field, as he is one of the quickest guys in this tier and in this league.
Yeah, he's probably having a pretty large grin on his face now, currently, with that safety car.
Yeah. And
For this race, we are having the Mercedes AMG as our safety car in the red.
yeah.
It's a way better color
Yeah,
for
it
a
is.
safety car. It's very easy to miss the Aston Martin, at least in my own,
Yeah,
with my own
I
eyes.
think the Aston Martin is the better looking car, but the red safety car is better than the grey safety car in my opinion, or the silver safety car.
Oh yeah.
So it's an improvement at least. And Adri has spun, I think.
It looks like
Just
it
lost...
giving up 4 positions.
Oh, that's weird. Why did he do that?
He must have spun or something.
Yeah, and Kansas has also had some luck with that safety car, as is now at the back of his Williams teammate, with Adri separating them. As he was 5 seconds behind, so maybe he'll get himself together and maybe drive a little bit faster this time.
Yeah, we'll probably hope for it. And here, so yeah, Frosty and Jesse is on new tires. Team Mike is looking to stick it out on these.
Yeah.
But if I was him, and because it looks like we have it in another lap, just pit.
Yeah, I
Team
would
Mike.
have bet it as well.
Oh, never mind.
Wait,
No,
that's pretty late.
Yeah, it's not to pit. It's currently to.
Yeah, that is a late call for the safety car to come in. And I guess we'll look at the front of the field.
Yeah, talking about late Jer here. He's probably going to stick it to the line.
Yeah, and I think
there
he's
he goes.
on the way now. And
and IFR gets to jump on Steinmine. I wonder if the two McLaren guys were on comms. Oh, it's chaos with Adri.
Yeah, and Greg with Calcis sticks it out. And Capot with Adri on the back of Capot.
Although Adri loses nothing, still being in 5th position there, only causing some drama with the cars behind.
And Oscar trying to make a move on Matty player.
Yeah. It's too
it's too wide at the moment.
Yeah, but Oscar gets the better run.
Yeah.
Oh, that's really shaky. Matley has to slow down, which gets Bronco the move into 11th.
Yeah, and Jesse is keeping pace, but I think the intermediate tires are still a bit slower. But if he keeps it on the track, he may be able to have an advantage if the injury call comes in the next laps.
Yeah, those tires will only be improving further on into the race.
And he is at the back of Sherry Shaft at the moment, so it may be a sign that the intermediate tires are at least equal to the wets.
Yeah, it looks like he has the better grip. I think it's time to pit now. Especially now, seeing as if you are, well, let's say Sir Capelod, you're currently stuck by another driver. Pit now, get into the free air and do a massive undercut.
Yeah, and looks like Jesse is keeping pace, so the intermediates are definitely equal at this time. Maybe a bit faster.
Yeah,
So
but at the same time, you don't probably want to pit now as well, seeing as if a safety car comes out, you're screwed.
yeah, and if I were some of the guys at the back now, I would have just pitted.
Yeah, it's worth the gamble, 100%.
Yeah, and maybe not for the front runners as
Oh
they
yeah,
have a lead to keep, but at least for the guys at the back of the grid,
yeah,
makes the gamble. Oh, and we got a spinner. That is Dace.
yeah, and
First
also
lead,
now,
second spin.
yeah,
Oh,
it's a battle for third here. Just don't want to miss it.
and yeah, and we got a pitter. It's Cher. Is
Oh
he
my. Oh,
Cher and Frosty?
Sir Caplot going straight over the yellow bollards.
So Cher going for the intermediate tires, and I think Frosty is too, and Dace. Let's see. Yeah. So the bottom four are on the intermediate tires,
Yeah,
and they will probably gain a bit of time on the cars ahead.
I don't have a doubt in my mind that currently all of the other people are currently just asking Jeff every 10 seconds about the weather.
Yeah, and we know Jeff can be a bit irritating in these situations, as he sometimes don't give you the answer you want.
Well,
I
in
think
weather,
we'll
I'd
see.
say it's pretty masterful when it comes to weather.
Yeah, he's worse in some things than the actual weather. Sometimes
Yeah,
he just don't. And we got nope. None of the front runners are going into the pits. Or do we have any gamblers?
not yet.
Yeah, so it looks like Jesse is keeping pace with T-Mike, not gaining massively, but he's keeping pace.
Yeah.
So maybe the crossover is near, but not yet here.
We currently have two fights. It's for, well, eighth, and that's a long train of cars in the
Yeah,
1
those
second
cars
mark.
are close.
Yeah, he's the closest one. And then we also have a battle for third between Steinman, Sakaplot, and Adri in
Yeah,
third, fourth, and fifth, respectively.
yep. And I think Jesse is still keeping the pace. Shaft looks like he's losing a bit of time to Jesse. Maybe Jesse's just good with the horse tires.
Yeah, it might be that.
Because he is keeping pace, definitely. But Bronco is losing pace to the guys in front, so that's that may be why he is keeping the pace. Because these four are probably running a bit slower than the rest of the field.
Yeah. Now that we have a train, which I'd say is starting with Doug Trio, let's see where it ends up after this very long straight.
Yeah, we got Bass at the back of Oscar. Now Bass making up some positions, try and recover from his drive-through penalty.
Yeah,
Up to P11 at this time.
Oscar has probably used up a bit too much ERS. Usually want to have it above 50%.
Yeah.
Oscar, oh, pushing the limits.
Oh yeah, and they're going side by side in another bend.
Who gets the better exit? It's Oscar, or is it? They're equal.
Bass keeps
Two abreast.
Bass around the outside. Oh, they
What a
keeps
move!
it.
But it's still
Oh,
ongoing.
makes the move. One of the best moves at this race so far.
Yeah.
Bass on Oscar. now we have Houses at the back of 8 for 5th place. Gate might have made a mistake here.
Yeah, Kelsis has 20% more ERS, so he can use it up here. No, he picked.
He gambles. He gambles.
Yeah, let's hope for no safe car here for him. A lot of driver pits though. It's a pitting mayhem.
And Cass got a 5-second penalty for speeding, as well as Oscar. That's not what you want.
Yeah, currently half of the grid is running the inners, and the rest is running wets.
Yeah, and I think that's a pretty good gamble from Kelsas here. He will probably gain a lot of places, but Jesse will gain even more places.
Yeah, as we said.
Jesse is on a master plan, as we said earlier. He is 12 seconds out of Kelsas, who was in 6th place, almost 5th. So Jesse could look at the win here.
I'm not entirely sure. Perhaps if Sage Cognizant, yeah. We'll see about it.
Yeah, I will look at the time from the leaders. So, yeah, Jesse is 19 seconds behind. So if all the guys pit right now, he will be at the front of the grid.
Yeah, Bo Snow and Bronco. Very tight here.
Yeah, and the intermediates are gaining on the wet tires, and now everyone is jumping into the pits, except for Fruitful, who has to go another lap to not get held in the pits. That is
the same with Grak, who does not pit.
Because Adrian's in the pits, I would believe.
Let's see then, where does Jesse end up? Yeah, this friends of cars, as he gets the quickest lap of all.
He is in P3, so Jesse now 5 seconds ahead of Jer. Oh, more than that. He is 8 seconds ahead of Jer.
Yeah, can he keep that up? Or will Jer slowly eat that gap?
Yeah, Jesse might look at a first race win of this season here.
Yeah, but still, those inners are 7 laps old.
Yeah, but I think they will last the whole race.
Well, yeah, but Jails will be quicker. It'll be a tough field, but we're hopeful for him, definitely.
Yeah, it will be close.
Just quick, did you say there was any chance of the weather drying up?
Yeah, I think someone said there was a chance
that the
weather might dry up. So we have a slight chance that we will go on dry tires at the very end of the race.
Okay.
Let's keep that in mind. And watch now as the 2 front runners, I believe, will go into the pits.
Yeah.
Which will leave Jesse as the race leader for now.
What a strategy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he's just loving those intermediates. Even with 8 lap old, he's currently past lap. Never mind, Calcis is. What a party pooper Calcis is. Yeah, of course, only joking, but yeah, Calcis puts in the fastest lap on the hunts for JR.
Yeah, because JR has already taken a second off Jesse. So,
oh, Mad Player is currently on the back of Frosty.
Yeah, and now the Williams are together again. Kamala and Calcis.
The forever couple.
Yeah.
Can't say.
Doing a pretty good race for the Williams team.
Yeah, definitely.
So they Calcis and might be looking at the podium here if Jesse's tires are dropping off quickly. So we may have a Williams fight for the podium place.
Ooh, that'll be interesting.
Yeah, and they are at the back of each other at the moment.
Yeah,
and
we
I
have.
think Capital has made a mistake, and Fruitful is now trying to capitalize on that mistake.
Yes.
Side by side into the last 2 corners of
Capital is using more ERS. Yes, alongside. Oh, this respectful racing at its peak.
Yeah, and Fruitful gets past,
Yeah.
which did cost them a lot of time. They lost about 2 seconds to Calcis. So, just a reminder, fighting will lose you time.
Oh yeah, definitely.
If Nivis for a better course.
Yeah, you always want to overtake on these straights.
Yeah, that is the best. Oh, and Capelot has gone on the gravel. And it's now falling down to 7th place.
Yes, he might be falling down, but those tires might have a bit of dirt on them, and Calrab will hunt. And he has a long train behind him.
Yeah, I will. And if we look at the penalties. Oh, Calcis is spun. Oh, that's heartbreak. I just said Williams might have a shot at the podium, and both of them have messed up. That is quite sad for.
Yeah, no, looking at the penalties, Oscar has 11 seconds. So he's something that has cost him something at least.
Yeah, I think 5 of them are for going too fast in the pit entry.
Ooh. Yeah, that's a shame.
Yeah, it is.
Jair is currently though, I think that Jair might be, he's currently looking to win this, I believe. Has gained 2.5 seconds or around that, and he only has to be within the 3-second mark.
Yeah, and Jesse is pushing. He is low on the RS.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Jair is not pushing as much as he is on 70%, so.
I think Jair's way more confident currently.
Yeah. But Jesse may still be looking for a podium though.
Yeah, that'd be interesting.
Steinman is a bit behind Jair. And Bass now with 3 seconds. That is not good for the Aston Martin driver, who has had a pretty terrible race up to this point. But he is now trying to make a comeback into the last 10 or so laps of this Grand Prix.
Yes, they are. Yeah, the Bronco is really close to Share Shaft. Unfortunately, does not get to exit, but Share Shaft has quite more ERS with 80% against Bronco's 50. So
Yeah,
he'll hold on to that position.
At the back of Rob.
Okay.
Getting pretty close to that rear end of the Alpine.
It's very weird now because there are battles and they're very tight, but it's still not somehow interesting in that there's no overtaking. It's trains.
Yeah. So I think it's kind of hard to overtake in these twisty sections. And on the straight you have no DRS, so you have no help. You gotta use all your RS.
Yeah, that's the problem on a track like this that is so downforce heavy. You do need the DRS to keep the racing interesting.
Yeah. It is a pretty DRS dependent track, so.
Yeah.
Makes sense. And Rob is kind of pulling away from Oscar.
Yeah. Oh, shower shaft on the soft.
Share shaft on the softs.
Yes, I'm not joking.
Yeah, I
Okay.
think he is trying them out for
Yeah,
the team as he is a Williams driver.
they're not looking good. Oh no, it's the wrong
Oh,
call.
yeah, that's. I think they are in a team call, the two Williams drivers and Shaft as he is a Williams driver in Tier 1. Maybe he's just trying out the softs for them
Okay.
to maybe give them the call to pit if they are good, but it doesn't look like it.
Yeah,
Doesn't
definitely
look like
not.
he is
Losing
tackling.
around 3 to 4 tenths each corner.
Yeah, and the track is just absolutely terrible. And now Jer has catched up to Jesse.
Oh yeah, but we'll have share chat in our backlog to see what happens with those times.
Yeah, we will follow Jer. Watch the times. And it is a different thing to catch up to Jesse, but to pass him is much more difficult, and he will probably experience that in these laps upcoming.
Yes, I believe that Jesse is currently playing a bottom role. He will have to keep Jair behind for as long as he can to let Steinman catch up a bit, I believe.
Yeah, and Jer has a lot of ERS.
Yeah, and 7 seconds will be a tough bill. But just to keep him alongside for this first chicane, yeah, that's not going to work. Jair says, yeah, hello, bye. I'm gonna pass here. Not even in the corner, but before it.
Yeah, Jer just had a lot of ERS.
Oh,
And
and
Jesse just had nothing.
another interesting strategy call. That's Oscar.
Oh,
Does a wing damage? No, he's going for the softs
well, might
with a
as
5 second
well
penalty.
as... Or, no, I think he just retired. No, he isn't. No, he's serving the 5-second penalty. So,
Then that's
now,
two soft runners. But Shaft is only losing time, so I don't know what Oscar is
Shaft
thinking, to
is
be
losing
honest.
a lot of time. Shaft is almost getting lapped this time. And the track
Yes.
does not look dry at all. So, we may see a dry track, not in these 2 or 3 laps more. But it is drying. It's definitely drying.
Yeah, to be honest, I think now might actually be the time, seeing as we have zero spray on the tires. Although saying that, Oscar is not really catching up, he's only losing time.
Yeah, I think we'll use Oscar as a reference point for when to stop.
Yeah, Starman though,
Oscar has
he does not
this.
fall chips, because he also goes in for the softs.
Oh look, Steinmine.
These guys are doing everything to get their strategies working and to get it dubbed.
Bass does as well.
Oh my.
As the 2 championship
But
leaders.
look, Oscar is gaining.
Oh,
It's time to pit. Frosty's not pitting. But oh, how much he's gaining currently.
oh, look at Oscar.
That'll be a new
Oscar
fast lap for this race.
Oscar is gaining.
Trust me.
Yeah, the track looks like it's gripping up a bit now. And people are getting a lot of 3-second penalties. And Jesse, now you gotta make another strategy call here.
Bass has spun. The same with a Ferrari. Yeah, the Ferrari shower shaft.
Yeah, and I think now or the next step might be the call for the soft tires. As they are.
We can see that Frosty and Steinman well, Frost is slightly quicker, so this is the crossover turning point, I would say.
Yeah, Steinmeier now. into the chicane. Looks to be still a bit wet, but they are only getting better, as you say. And Adri and Calrop are in the pits.
Yeah.
I think this lap or the next lap will be the pit window if you're coming on softs. So these guys may have been a bit early.
Yes.
I think.
Now Steinman is gaining on Frosty, so it looks like it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Steinman now past Calrop.
DRS enabled.
DRS
Pit,
is
pit, pit, pit,
enabled.
pit, pit.
Oh yeah, that is the ultimate sign for going on the dry tire.
Although,
That means
okay, although, let's say that Jesse does not pit. Can he, are those 16 seconds, are they worth it? I doubt it. It's time to pit, guys. It's time to pit.
I think, yeah, and Jer knows this. Jess is in the pits.
Oh.
Fruitful
Will
in the pits.
IFR, will he lose time to Sir Capelot?
Capelot's in the pits. Doug Trio's gotta go into the pits. I think everyone has gotta go from Jeff now to go into the pits.
Yeah, I'm just looking.
The likes of Adrian now benefit from this. I think he will, because he is looking mighty quick at the moment.
Yeah, and this is the second spin for Shashafts on those softs. He's having a horrible race on this new compound, unfortunately for him.
Yeah, and now Adri overtaking the McLaren opposite the podium place. So that double stacking for McLaren has not done fruitful and good there.
Yeah, I was worried about that, and now we have Grack who has spun. So the softs are quicker, but they're more dangerous, apparently.
Yeah, and Oscar now setting the fastest lap.
Yeah, he's more famous for his soft running than his wet running, I'd say.
Yeah, you're probably right. And Jesse's gets another penalty. That's not good. He has 40 seconds of penalties.
That's not looking too good for him. There, who has spun now? It's IFR who spun a bit, and oh, he spins again.
Yeah.
We should be glad that there's well, shadowing here.
Yeah, and Calcis sets the fastest middle sector.
And Grack retires.
Yeah, and that is a DNF, I think.
Yeah.
It's just...
But there'll be no safe car.
Yeah, he's just hit the wall there.
Now then, T-Mike is overtaking IFR, who has short tires. They're way too hot.
Yeah,
That's
we got some drivers with no penalties. We got the likes of Cassis,
Calrop,
T-Mike, and
Bose. Yeah.
Calrop, if he picks up the pace a bit, he may be able to get a podium here.
Yeah, I'm currently looking at the Steinman, Capelot, and Calrop. As Oscar has spun.
Well.
As Jerry puts in the fastest lap of the race.
Yeah, now the times are humbling.
Now then here, Capelot will try to overtake Steinman here with the DRS. Oh, he's like a bullet. So much quicker.
Yeah.
Overtakes before the corner. Goes around the outside.
Yeah, and Oscar now struggling quite a bit to...
Yeah, he has lost his momentum.
And T-Mike and Fruitful having a bit of a scrap here.
Oh yeah, that's a very sketchy corner. who'll break the later.
Down the inside, outside.
Oh, it's respectful though.
Side by side.
Into Tosa, the McLaren gets the jump, then Bass comes in.
Yeah, Bass and Matty Player both coming in and joining this fight. Bass now on the inside, makes the move stick.
And Team Mike loses yet another position.
Yeah, Matty Player is right on the back of him at the moment. Trying to get the move done on the Haas.
Yeah, Jair has no chill putting in yet another fastest lap. And now...
just stops it.
Yeah, and now it looks like Calera will try to overtake here. He has more ERS, why not use it? Oh, would this be a double overtake? Oh no. He takes the calmer route. But he still has 30% more, so he can use it whenever he wants to.
Yeah, he is looking at the 4th place finish.
A quite stable one.
Either way, because even if Sir Caplot overtakes him, he will still get ahead on penalties.
Yeah.
And yeah, Matty Player has done the move on T-Mike, and Bass has gone on the gravel and is now under pressure from Casas, who passes him in the hairpin.
Yeah. Turn 7, Tosa. Yeah. Jer is looking very stable here, going on to the last 2 laps here. We'll try to finish with style as puts in first lap. Yeah, the most drivers will probably try to calm down here at this stage, but not Jair.
Jair is cruising along to get his victory at this. Oh, and he goes a bit wide, but I think he's good.
Yeah.
I think he's gotta mess up pretty bad to lose this victory here. It's only 1 lap to go after this lap.
Yep.
And I guess we'll see. Keep an eye on the fights between the 4th, 5th and 6th position.
Yeah, that's currently what's on the broadcast.
At the moment. And Adri is at the back of Jesse.
Oh.
And he'll probably just fly past on the straights. As Oscar just sets a flying lap. 1:15.3. That's qualifying pace.
Yeah, and there Adri overtakes Jesse with the DRS.
Yeah, that's...
And then Calrob overtakes Steinmeier for 4th.
Yeah, and Steinmeier is at the back of the Alpine. And he is trying his best, but I don't think even if he overtakes him, it's not going to be enough. Because he has those penalties. And he will probably fall down.
And Zugtra has spun.
Oh man, last lap as well. That's pretty unfortunate.
Yeah, it is. But now, we should follow Jair here, who has had an absolute amazing race. Currently leading with 8.2 seconds. He will go into Rivatsa's turn 17, turn 18. He will get a good exit. He will go on the straight and he will win the Imola Grand Prix.
Yeah, it's a pretty good drive from Jair here.
Definitely.
Got strategy correct and just cruised away the car home to the victory in this, which is crucial for the championship, I think.
And Cali Rob gets the podium. Steinmeier loses 2 positions because of his penalties.
Yeah, so Cali Rob gets the podium here.
Then we have Team Mike, and then Matt Player, Bass finishing, Doug Trio. We'll see if he can overtake Bass No, we can't. Then it's Bronco. Frosty, Bose. And Bose knows the last. What a race!
Yeah, that was exciting, and now we got to use all 3 compounds of tires. We got wets, we got inters, and we got softs.
In draft today's Jesse, I'm just glad to see so many cars actually finishing the race, seeing as it's a new track.
Yeah.
Seeing
We
as
only had 3 retirements, I think.
yeah, 3 retirements. Well, in Portimao, it looked quite worse in all the chairs, I'd say.
Yeah, that's fair. So we got 3 different teams on the podium.
Yeah, it's always fun to see that.
Yeah, and I think yeah, Jer is going to get the first place in the championship, as he's only 15 points behind Bass, who had a pretty terrible race this afternoon. So we might see a switch at the top of the standings.
That'd be interesting, seeing as we now has passed the 50% mark of this season.
Yeah.
What will our next race be? Do you know that?
Our next race, I think, is... I'll check.
The next race is Russia.
Yeah, Russia, and then Japan.
Yeah, so that's the next race for Premier. Same time next week, but before that we'll have Tier 1 and Tier 2 right after this. So yeah, that is the Premier race over. See ya.